Hi guys, welcome back to FPL Consult. So as usual, let's take a look at how we did for Game Week 10 and then we'll look at how we line up for Game Week 11. So before I start, I just want to thank everyone for the support. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and it really helped the channel out a lot. So going straight into Game Week 10, if you're like me, you didn't have Reece James, you sold Ronaldo a few weeks back because he was blanking, and worst of all, played Foster over Ramsdale, then you probably had a trash can of a game week just like I did. So trust me, I know the pain. And the weekend already started badly with Foster blanking and Ramsdale getting 10 points on the bench. And just to make things worse, the City boys just played a horrible game against Crystal Palace and they all blanked. So thankfully, Chilwell, Livramento and Rafinha managed to get some form of returns. If not, I think I'll be facing an even bigger red arrow right now. And Salah got 10 points because he got an assist against Brighton. And Kane didn't really have much of a sniff at the Manchester United goal. So he blanks as well. And just to sum up a really unlucky game week, I would say, Huang, who put the ball into the Everton goal, had his goal disallowed for offside. So that really summed up the whole game week, I guess. And I got 45 points overall. I dropped about 11,000 places to 26,000 overall. Not a very big red arrow, but enough to push me out of the top 20k. And I have to admit, on hindsight, the biggest mistake I made this week was to bench Ramsdale. But I guess I could never really tell if he would get a clean sheet against Leicester, just because on any other day, Leicester could have scored 2 or 3. So I guess just really had to take this one on the chin and press on. If there's anything good to come of this game week though, it would be that in general, players that we thought would give us returns didn't really give us the returns. So players like Trent, players like Cancelo, players like Foden, and even players like Antonio. So Antonio actually blanked when West Ham had 4 goals against Aston Villa. So really unlucky for Antonio owners there. In general, it just really wasn't a great Game Week 10 for many of us. So hopefully, Game Week 11 will be better. And of course, we are hoping to break into the top 10k. So hopefully I can get there in the coming game weeks. And so let's see how we're going to line up for Game Week 11. So this is my provisional team for Game Week 11. And yes, I know the first thing that people will question is the captain's armband on Jamie Vardy. So I will get to that. But first in goal, no real surprises there. Aaron Ramsdale coming off his brilliant performance against Leicester. So hopefully he can get some returns against Watford. Chilwell and Cancelo, they're basically set and forget for me. And I've chosen to bench DS just because I don't want to play 2 City defenders against Manchester United. And last in defense, we have Duffy. So I've chosen to go for Duffy over Livramento just because I think Brighton have a greater chance of getting a clean sheet against Newcastle. And so moving on to our midfield, we have Foden, Rafinha, Salah, and Mbeumo. So the only concern I have here is Mbeumo just because he didn't start the last game. So hopefully he can get some minutes here against Norwich, which essentially is the easiest fixture that anyone can hope for. If he doesn't, then we'll just call on our bench. Shouldn't be too much of an issue here, but hopefully he plays. And next up we have our forwards, so Jamie Vardy, Huang and Kane. So let's just talk about Kane first. Hopefully, with the recent news that Antonio Conte has come in to take charge of Spurs, hopefully the whole Spurs team can get a boost, and we're hoping to get some returns from Harry Kane. Hopefully Antonio Conte can help him find his form back and justify his price tag of 12.1 million. And so moving on to the big decision, which is to captain Jamie Vardy. I know everyone's first instinct here is to captain Salah. And the thing is, Liverpool is playing West Ham, and West Ham's defense has been good. Their attack has been good. They've just generally been a solid team. And they're one of the better teams in the league currently, I would say. So I do predict a tight game for Salah. And I don't see him scoring many goals like he did against Manchester United. So don't get me wrong, removing the captain's armband from Salah and putting it on to anyone else is already a risky decision. So definitely, for those of you who do want to go for Salah, I don't blame you guys. But for my current position, I do believe that Jamie Vardy is a good option. Now I know Leicester have a Europa League game on Thursday night. And I will be keeping a lookout for it because if Jamie Vardy starts, it may affect my decision on whether to give him the captain's armband or not. But currently, Jamie Vardy against Leeds just looks like a decent fixture for returns. And if the West Ham game is as tight as I predicted to be, then there is a high chance that Vardy outscores Salah. So, hopefully, our punt pays off. So the question here for me this week is really about whether I was willing to take this risk of a potential differential pick that may boost my rank. And this is definitely a punt, but I think there is no better time to take a punt just because West Ham is a solid team and Leeds currently just look very weak. And you know, who knows, this just may pay off. So and this is how I'm going into Game Week 11. I'm not making any transfers. So I'll roll over my free transfer to the international break just in case I need to make any big moves because of injuries. I know this week there has been a lot of talk of Reece James. But I'm not going to make a sideways move from Chilwell to Reece James. I think Reece James, he is a good player, but he's not going to score 2 goals every week. So I would be fine to just stick with Chilwell. And yeah, so my captaincy may change based on the Leicester game, based on their Europa League game, and also based on any news in the coming days, of course, if Vardy gets injured. But currently, if it all stays the same, I will be quite confident that this is a team that I'm going to go into Game Week 11 with, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this punt pays off. So if I do make any changes, I will update on my Twitter. So do follow FPL Consult on Twitter for the latest updates. But that's it for this video. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of the Jamie Vardy punt in the comments below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye-bye.